Good evening. Welcome everyone to Bad Fanfiction Live. My name is Master Gamington Smythe III. Good evening everybody, and welcome to another Bad Fanfiction live stream, coming to you from my den, on the perchance that we're able to find out the worlds of fanfiction, and hopefully be able to get a grips about what is going on about everything. So, I hope everyone is doing very well tonight. I see that some of our regulars are in the chat, and I hope that they wish to bring more people in, so it would be most appreciated, everybody, if you could share this amongst yourselves on Twitter, the Facebooks, and the many other streaming services that I'm completely not aware of. But anyway, what we are here for tonight is Digimon. Digital monsters, the world that is totally not Pokemon. So we have at least 6 stories for you. If we can squeeze in a couple more, then we'll be sure to do so. But anyway, as I usually do at the beginning of these streams, I wish you to consult your eyes to this link right here. You could copy this into your browsers and just leave a tip for me. This will help me fund these streams and would be very much appreciated. Thank you very much. So, link here, tips, any would be appreciated. But anyway, let us get on with the stories. But in any case, we're going to start off with a bit of a classic for Bad Fanfiction Theatre. This was actually the story that began the entire series. The first episode, back in September 2014. This one, quite recognizable to most people. By Peter Chimera, that classic author. This called Digimon 3, Predator vs. Digimon. It is a base on request. Chapter 1, Deadly Drop Down. Predator was going down in a tailspin. I'm going to crush, and he crushed into a high whale. What is it noise? Asked the limo driver. He was driving Digimon to his house on the island. Must be an alien, but is it friendly? Digimon checked his in front of him, and it went all clear. Forget about me, I go on ahead. And Digimon did a jump onto road, but there was a fire. Help me, a kid was wrapped under a car, she said, and Digimon went running to safety at her. It is not a good time for a children to die. Who is that Digimon? He just barely lifted the car and it was not enough. I would need much more strokes to lift all of it. So he had to find a way. Meanwhile, Taelium craft was all exploded and they all fell down from tremendous blast wave. But little kid wasn't safe from the car, which fell off the bridge gold. My work is in there. Sorry, sir, but we have to be lucky that your daughter was not curled. Yes, that is true. The next day, Digimon woke up what to get ready for work, but there was knock at the door from a probably postman. I will get the mail. He opened the door, and there was another predator. My brother is dead. Who at you? My name is Kyle. And my brother died because his ship crashed. And the predator went invisible and then shot a lasers at Digimon 3. Digimon had to avoid the shots, so he did this E-splits. If he had power to see the predator, but he had to figure it out. Look, you are behind the stairs, he said, but it was a trick, and when Predator realized he was not fooled, Digimon did a butterfly kick and knocked over the invisibility with gruesome attack. You kicked me in the invisible! That is a just start. Digimon punched so hard that Predator went unconscious. Digimon felt lucky that his bomb did not bomb the place. I have to find out why the ship crashed. So Digimon and Predator went to the FBI, but they said they can't go in there. Who are you to demand to come in? I am Digimon. You are not a Digimon. You are not one. Yes, I am. I am a new Digimon, but there is no time. Author's notal. Digimon is a new Digimon because there is not actual Digimon that is called Digimon. Here's a new one that I invented. So they broken in with a timeful kick to the very door. The door crashed across the room so hard it flew across the room. The police tried to stop him, but there was trap behind the door that flew. You cannot take the evidence! An FBI shot at Digimon, but missed and hit Predator, so Predator went invisible and took the cop on hunches. When Digimon found the evidence, it said the ship crashed because of FBI experiments. This is bad news, said the police. So it was blow and high and wise. Now how will you get to your home pla? Ned, I will have to fly there in my ship, but thanks for your help. Here is a spear. Chapter 2. To help with the police. Digimon experienced a knock on the door, but this time it was not alien attack, but it was police. Okay, it's okay to relax. We are here to congratulate you for exposing the FBI. So they had a dinner, but Officer Victrix did not come because he was very busy. The end. Ah, yes. The classics indeed are very, very good. The reason why, Fidey, that I chose to do this review again is simply because it's a classic. It was the first episode of Bad Fanfiction Theatre. And I felt like, since the topic is Digimon tonight, I felt like it would be very, very, very appropriate. But if you wish to see the original version, then do check it out on this YouTube channel. It is the first episode in the playlist. But anyway, we must move on to the next adventure, which I believe this one is a Pokemon Digimon crossover. And it's simply by Bulbasaur 2345. A shining adventure. Someone tells me if this counts as a crossover, please. The characters from Pokespeak go on dangerous and fun adventures through the Pokemon world. Evolutions and stuff are just like in Digimon. No new chapter this month. Sorry though, I'm trying but I mess up every single time. A Shining Adventure. Chapter 1. The Growing Savior Ivysaur. Hi, my name is Red, and something happened to me a few days ago, and I want to tell you, so listen closely. It all started back during summer. My little sister and I were playing a game of soccer. She was in 2nd grade, while I was in 7th grade. My friends Blue and Green came running up to me and showed me these items in their hands. They were just 2 spheres. I cock-blocked, you perverts. Green's was white and green, of course, while Blue's was black and turquoise. They both told me that they were playing catch in the park, and then the spheres just came out of nowhere and landed in their hands. I didn't believe them at first, but once I saw a red and white sphere fall in my hands, I knew they were telling the truth. I looked behind me and saw that E-Sister was gone and left a note. Your bitch is holding up in my game. I'm going home. I sweat dropped when I saw the note. And then a gigantic black thing pulled my friends and I into a strange world. Why does this always have to happen to me? I thought as we were sucked in. Ouch, my head hurts, I groaned as I sat up. Yo, woke up your ass up. I turned around to see a small green plant bulb thingy sitting next to me. What the heck are you? I exclaimed as I backed away from it. Yo, partner, said the plant thing. What do you mean by partner? I asked as I scooted away from it. As in I'm never leaving your goddamn side. Why didn't you understand, bitch? Screamed the bulb thingy. Okay, I said as I smiled, sort of. Now check out my stat screen. The plant thing shouted at me. What's that? I asked. This, said the planet thingy. Stat screen information, bitches! Bulbasaur. Rookie form. Special move, Vine Whip. Type, organic plant type. Personality, rude rash. Okay, cool, I guess. I sweat dropped when I saw its personality. Red? Shrieked a female voice. Yes, Blue, I said without looking at her. Look at this cute little thing, she giggled as she showed me a tiny turtle. Yeah, what about it? I asked. Well, look at this, it showed me this little stat screen, said Blue as she showed me a screen on her phone. Stat screen information. Squirtle, rookie form. Special move, water gun. Type, water reptile. Personality, calm, lonely. Well, lucky you. You're lucky you don't have to put up with a screaming plant thingy, said Red as he sighed. What you say? I'll smack you around if I need to, shouted Bulbasaur. Yeah, whatever, said as I continued talking to Blue. What's that thing? I asked as an animal of some sort jumped me, and Blue. Stat screen. Persian. Champion stage. Special move. Slash. Type. Normal. Information. This Pokemon attacks unsuspecting foes for its dinner. Look out, Blue! I shouted as I pushed her out of the way. I got a gash in my arm in return. Yo, you touching my partner! Shouted Bulbasaur as a light emitted from the sphere in my pocket. Play this song while reading this part. There's a link there. A bright screen involved Bulbasaur as he started to evolve. Bulbasaur Shinka! Shouted Bulbasaur as a light engulfed it. Once again, I may add. Ivysaur. A slightly bigger Pokemon appeared with a small flower closing to bloom on its back. You touch my partner, so I must end you, said the evolved Bulbasaur as 4 vines came out of his back and shot out little seeds all over the Persian. The Persian groaned in pain as the seeds grew, spreading vines on it. Bulbasaur then proceeded to smack the shit out of the thing with his vines. Bulbasaur, that's enough! Shouted Red as it changed back to its rookie form. Okay, you can stop the song now. Red, you should look up. The evolution, said Blue as he wasn't used to Red shouting. Stat screen. Ivysaur. Champion level. Special move. Bullet Seed with a mixture of Leech Seed in it. Information. This Pokemon attacks its prey by shooting out seeds that stick onto the prey. Hey guys, shouted Green as he saw him in the forest. I came when I heard yelling, Green explained. Good for you, Green. What else? Red said, not even looking at Green. Green showed a slightly angered expression as he looked at Blue. Are you okay, Blue? Green said, and noticed a tiny turtle hiding behind her legs. I'm doing fine, Green, Blue said as she walked around. You've crossed the line. Kids, everyone looked behind and saw a giant bird flying over them. Pidgeot, flying bird Pokemon. Type, normal, flying. Special attack, Hurricane. Information, this ultimate Digimon flies around looking for unsuspecting rookies and champions to eat for dinner. Bulbasaur, help us! Shouted Red as the Pidgeot shot at the kids with supersonic speed. Before Red knew it, he had a cut on his cheek. I missed this time on purpose. Learn your place, said Pidgeot as it went into the air and readied its wings. Hurricane! Shouted the flying bird Pokemon as it cut through the mountain tip, which Red and Co. were backed into, setting the kids falling off a mountain. Author's note, well, that was a good chapter. Next time we'll be covering another character. By the way, I can probably only get a half a chapter done every Sunday or that occasional Tuesday, so remember to wait at least a week before thinking about a new chapter. Bye! Huh. So, the kids were on a mountain, yet nothing really happened to them. Very unfortunate. They're very good kids. Very colourful, mind you. Anyway, this next one by Melanie XYXC. This one is called, and it's a Sonic the Hedgehog Digimon fan crossover. Sonic and Agumon become friends and go to adventures. Sonic find portal and go to the Divi world. Sonic were having bad day, Toddy. He being stalked by the Amy again, she looking through his window. And he had a fever, a very bad one indeed. So he was laying on the floor of his house, the lives and while being sick. Then there was a lurk earthquake. Tiat happened, and soon it got it startled. Then a huge ring in his ears happened, and then the huge big yellow portal that appeared in front of him. Then Sonic saw something come out the portal, as it a yellow dinosaur with pointy teeth. Who is you? Sonic asked the dinosaur. My name is Agumon, Agumon said to Sonic. I am a Digimon. What's a Digimon? Sonic asked. Well, I'm a Digimon or digital monstrous that live in Digiworld. You can come with, Agumon said. Okay, Agumon, replied /D Sonic. He put on the shoes for he feet and jumped in portal with Agumon. We're now in the Digiworld. Wow, this place I really digital, Sonic said. Yes, this is Digiworld, Agumon said. But then a huge robot appeared in front of them inside. Oh no, it was Eggman! Long time no see, Sonic? Eggman said to Sonic. Eggman, I knew you were behind all this, Sonic said as he had a mad face planted all onto her face. Well now, you here might as well Detroit you with my robot attack! The robot started attacking Sonic and friends. Tai uses a Digivice to Digivolve Agumo, and now Agumo is Digvolved. But robots attack and Tai dead also Agmunken. Then Sonic get angry and said crying, You will pay for by destroying my trends! Sonic cried out and he tried Super Sonic. Amy rushed toward him and cried, No, Sonny, it's too dangerous! But I must he kill all the friends, Sonic said to Amy. Amy nodded. Amy was now supersonic, so he went towards Eggman and betrayed him. Give up, Sonic! Never! Yelled Sonic. Sonic defeated Eggman and our friends revived Utem. Thank you, Sonic, Agumon said. Now we can go on adventures! And 10 older friends were fried now, and they are going on adventures in Digiworld. The end. Well, that was certainly very colourful, short but sweet. Now this one. Ooh. Which one? This one. This one is a Death Note fanfiction. I hope you guys are able to keep up with this, and I hope that you are not too distraught by all this. But yes. I am enjoying this. There are some really good ones here. So, I hope everyone is doing very well tonight. Very good. So, just a little note. If you wish to catch up with all the bad fanfictions out there, be sure to subscribe to this channel for more. But anyway, this next one by Sukasa239. It's a Digimon Death Note crossover. The new Digidestins arrive. When Light Yagami, Misa, and I go to the digital world. This is a crossover between Digimon and Death Note. This will be a challenge. Please enjoy. Hi, my name is Light, and I am 12 years of age. And these are my friends. Misa, who's 14, and I, who is 11. We are from Haikido. Oh, I believe that's L, lowercase l. We are from Hikkido, Japan. One day where we were on a camp near the foot of a Mount Fuji, but one day Misa, Elle, and me found this weird portal thing near our camp. We all agreed on going through it, but to my surprise, when we went through, we were all separated, and when I came to, all I could see was a monkey-like animal with cargo shorts on jumping up and down to the left of me saying, Hello, Light, I'm Mon. Nice to see you, Mon said, with excitement. Ah! Screamed Light. How do you know my name? And what are you? Wondered Light. I am Mon. I am a digital monster, or Digimon for short, explained Mon. What's a Digimon? Light asked. Well, Digimon are made from different types of internet files. For instance, there are virus types, vaccine types, and data types. I am a vaccine type Digimon. I was made by positive files, you should know. That by checking your Digivice. Mon explained. What's a Digivice? Wonders Light. Well, look in your pocket and pull out your Digivice that will allow me to Digivolve, and for you to see danger on other Digimon, for example. Hold your Digivoice up in my direction. Okay. Light grabs the Digivice out of his front left pocket and holds it in Mon direction. Digivice says, Mon, vaccine type, special move, fire shot. Mon is quite cute, but he can pack a punch, or should I say, a bullet. See what I did? See, what did I tell you, Light? Okay then, but it's getting late. We should look for a resting place like an inn. Well, the closest thing would be an inn which is 10 minutes south. Okay, let's go then, and hopefully we meet up with the others. So Light and Mon went south of the inn. Misa says, Hey narrator, how come Elle and me haven't been seen yet in the digital world? Narrator then says, Since Light is the main character, he goes first. But now, it's your turn. Then Els, are you okay with that, Elle and Misa? Okay, Mr. Narrator. I want cookies. You can have one cookie. Yay, cookie. Here you go. And now let's continue. Meanwhile, Misa 20 chapters from the city north of where Light was heading, she wakes up and finds a cute bear near her. She goes over and asks the bear if he knows where Misa is. She says,
"Hello, Mr. Bear. Can you show me the way to the closest inn? And my name is Misa." "Did you say your name's Misa? My name is Kumamon. I'm your Digimon. And yes, I will explain to you what Digimon are."
So Misa and Kumamon talk for a few hours. Then, just like Misa holds up the Digivice to Kumamon, the Digivice says,
"Kumamon, a virus type, Digimon. His bear rush attack is quite dangerous, so stay away." "That was interesting. So can we go look for that inn?"
"Yes," says Kumamon, on their way where they hear a scream, "Ah!" Or, "Ah!"
That sounds like L.
We better hurry, so Misa and Kumamon ran as fast as they could to see their surprise. L was running from a Digimon in a kendo suit, with his kendo sword not out, so obviously he's not going to hurt L. Misa and Kumamon walk over and calm L down. Bai explain that this Digimon isn't going to hurt him, and they explain what Digimon are. Then they get L to hold his Digivice up to this Digimon, who isn't speaking. The Digivice says,
"Kotamon, a data type Digimon. His kendo slash is strong, only when in grave danger, and he rarely talks due to the promise he made to the Ketamon Elder that he will only talk when necessary." "So this is my Digimon. He is cool." "Well, L, it's not time to settle yet. It's getting dark. We better hurry and get to that inn."
So L, Misa, and their Digimon continue on their way. When they get to the inn, then they get ready to swing in. But Misa realizes Light's name is in the book, so Misa sings L and her name in there, and asks the owner of the inn, who by the way is a Digimon called Vegimon,
"Do you know what room Mr. Light Yagami is in?"
"Ah yes, Mr. Yagami is in room 3. He told me to give you a message to you, Miss Misa."
"Okay, what the message?"
"He said, get some rest and then go to the Cedra Cafe with L." So Misa and L go to bed. The next morning, Mon, time to get up. We have to go, come on. So Mon and I got up and went to the SS Cafe.
Waiter, can we get some Digi-eggs on toast and a side of Tyrannomon sausage and angel water?"
"Will that be all, sir?" said the Betamon.
"Yes."
"Okay, sir. Be back in 15 with your food."
"All right, on schedule. Here comes Misa and L. They're two Digimon." "Hey there, he is L. Misa spotted me." "Good morning, Misa, and this is my Digimon, Mon. What are your Digimon called?" "Well, mine's called Kumamon, and L's called Kotamon." "So what was the reason you called L and I here?" "Well, I wanted to see what you guys got up to yesterday when we came here."
So these guys caught up with each other for some time. Then all of a sudden, they heard an explosion. They all ran outside to see where it came from. But all they could see where it came from was a person standing behind the smoke. And they could hear the person yelling, "I have been looking for you three for a very long time. I am here to take you back to my lair and let my Digimon experiment on you."
"Well, I'd like to see you try."
Then all of a sudden, there was a loud bang. End of chapter 1. Find out what the bang was in chapter 2. And if you have any ideas for the story, I'm happy to hear them. If so, comment it, and if you're lucky, I may put them in a further chapter. See ya, boys and girls! Well, I must say that was definitely a little bold, viewers. But I'm very, very sad that most of these fan fictions tend to be very, what's the word? Bold and ending. Not very nice. Anyway. Let us pick... Ooh, this one. This one. This one by Cow's Year. Called Digimessengers, the Evil Digimon and the Cursed Digi-Eggs. This story is about Sekiro and finding out why she never met her parents. It also shows why the Digimessengers were created. The Evil Digimon and the Cursed Digi-Eggs. A story about how the Digimessengers were created and why. Note, this story is through Sekiro's eyes. I sat on my knees, my hands by my sides, and my eyes closed. I heard many voices and many footsteps. It proved wherever I was, it was a productive place. I slowly opened my eyes, squinting, I saw that my hair was sitting on my shoulders. My sweater was a pale pastel purple, and I was wearing pants. They were a dark blue. I looked to Poe my skin. It was a darkish tan. I looked straight ahead of me and saw 2 people and 1 Digimon. There was one lady. She had dark, beautiful green hair. She wore a gold headband around her forehead. It had 3 stones on it, 1 on each side and 1 in the middle. She wore a gold cloak, and her eyes were green like mine. Her skin was a brighter tan. Under her cloak, she wore a long silk green dress or so, I think. Next to her was a man. He wore a silver band around his forehead, and he wore a black cloak. His hair was short and brown. His skin color was like mine, and his eyes were blue. Under his cloak was a green long-sleeved shirt, and he wore baggy blue pants. The Digimon next to him was like a warrior, but it was much smaller, like a Leviathan dragon. It looked like girl. She wore a helmet that covered her entire face, but the helmet ended under her dragon-like nose. Her wings were spread out widely. She has a bright green blue hair, and she wore the same as the man. But her cloak was a damping blue. On her side, a belt held a dagger and a sword. I think it was Mataradamon. Hello, Sekiro. I guess we meet again. Master Dramon walked to me and placed a hand out. Her voice sounded darkish and evil, but to my surprise, Master Dramon wasn't evil. Hi? I said. I was afraid of even speaking. What do you mean by again? Oh, nothing. I usually say that around people. She winked. The lady turned to me. Hi, Sekiro. I am Kisasha. She kneeled down to me. I am your mother, she said. Her voice was bright and pretty. Then the man walked to me and placed his hand on Kishasa's shoulder. I am Shatro, your father. His voice was low, and it sounded darkish in a way. He looked at me, like Kishasha did. Kisa, we should all get going. You knew they might attack any time. Yes, we should. Master Dramon, can you take Sekiro and hide her for us? We have to fight this time. They might be attack with full force for all we know. Kishasha sounded worried, but she looked brave. So did Shatro. Yes, I will. I will protect the Digi-Eggs too. Master Dramon picked me up and placed me on her shoulder. Do you think they might go after Sekiro? Maybe, but if Piedmon or Lady Asuramon does, Shatro warned her. Who is Lady Asuramon? I looked to my father. A Digimon you should never meet. If yo do, not to even listen to her. Our rebel group suffered many charm attacks by her. He looked to me. Sekiro, please be safe. Kishasha hugged me. I hugged back. I will, I smiled. Good luck. If it comes down to a low level, Sekiro has to fight, Shatro commanded. He and Kishasha ran to where the wall was broken. Mechanorimon and many other Digimon came in. At the end, the 2 main evil Digimon, Lady Asuramon and Piedmon, entered the long line of Digimon. I was afraid. Master Dramon sighed as she grabbed me and ran to a shelf with about 8 Digi-Eggs on it, along with 8 crests. Stay here. I guess I can't get you caught, Sekiro. I hope you never get caught by any of these Digimon. Master Dramon warned me. Okay, I guess I'll not get caught, I whispered. Lady Asuramon kept wandering around, touching things, as they blew to flames by her touch. I was looking straight to her with awe. Sekiro, you promised you will come with me. Her voice sounded as if bells were in her throat. It was pretty. Huh. I looked as puzzled as I could be. I had to take my father's orders and not to listen to Lady Asuramon. Master Dramon grabbed my hand before Lady Asuramon said anything more. Sekiro, listen. If you ever get caught by her, you might have to go back, Master Dramon warned once more. All right. A small Kikti Digimon purred against my leg. I will protect her, Master, trust me. Its voice kept having a purr in it. Slashes? I know you will, she grinned. Sekiro, please stay with Slashes. Okay. I petted Slash's head. Slashes grabbed my hand. when we both hid behind a wall. We should be safe now for now. Slashes was a lot braver than when I met him with other Digimon messengers. Sekiro, where are you? Lady Asuramon said. She was growing impatient. Come out now, or I'll personally destroy your friends. Well, maybe not personally, the Mechanorimon will. I shook my head. Leave my friends alone, wretched beep. I got up and stared straight at her. Slashes leaped in front of me. Yeah, Slashes said. So, the small champion Digimon versus a Mega Digimon? Very funny, Lady Asuramon laughed. Slashes, if you were not so reckless, I would not think about ridding you first. But if you're with a girl, it would make my job so much easier to do. Shut up! You will never do anything! All you could ever do is charm and bring some other Digimon to get rid of who you hate. I looked to her. I noticed I had something in my bag. It was a Digivice and a crest. Slashes, what are those? Slashes looked at me with a smile. These are the items I need to Digivolve with. Just make the crest glow and we can fight. Bruskia dagger. Bruskia dagger! Lady Asura threw a dagger right to my head. I ducked down. Something happened. I wasn't in with it after the dagger. All I could see was a bright greenish blue color glowing around my neck. Gatomon, Digivolve to Angel Gatomon. I thought it was Angelwomon, but Slashes was Digivolved. I was too afraid to even look, so I hid behind the wall where Slashes and I were hidden. I bumped into another kid. Hi, she said to me. She had pretty pink hair with a shine, and she was wearing a teal school girl outfit. Her eyes were green like mine. My name is Care. What's yours? I'm Sekiro. Care looked at me. I think he means Kari. I looked back. She was holding a yellow crest with a banana on it. How did you get here? I don't know. I was doing my homework. Yeah, right. I was goofing up with my neighbor, Jake, and all of a sudden I found myself here. Kari looked to the Digimon Figting. I looked to where about 14 Digi-Eggs were. Someone was hacking into them, along with the crest next to him. I saw that Slashes was nowhere to be seen. Slashes! He was one of the Digi-Eggs that were being poisoned or something. Huh? Want to find a way back to my house? Kari looked at me. I saw that my parents were gone. Just plain gone. I think they may have died. Master Dramon was gone too. Back to her Digi-Egg form. Okay, I said, about to cry. The gate to the real world was open. Kari and I went through, but I stayed for a few minutes watching. Mom, Dad, Slashes, and Master Ramon, I'm so sorry, I cried. This is a true punishment, Sekiro. This is for what your friends and family have done. The Digi-Messengers to serve the evil Digimon of the Digiworld forever. Wait until you are 11. That is when you and your friends meet your Digimon masters. Digimon laughed evilly. I ran through the portal as fast as I could. Return when you are ready. We will summon you 9 to the Digiworld, and you will be our slave. Lady Asuramon looked quickly to me. I closed the portal. A silent child named Melina followed. Her eyes were wide and dark. She wore a black cloak and a blue dress underneath. She followed me and Kade home, soon to be my enemy. My enemy and mine alone. Wow. Okay. I must admit that was a little more boring than I expected. I most apologize by that. But I will make this up to you guys with a short little story I like to call... I call this by Francis O'Day, and it's a Pokemon Digimon crossover again. Pantless. Diane, Sora, and Cynthia awakes at Allison's house, and they lost their pants. Her friends go to find them. Diane, Sora, Cynthia, Sammy, Allison are walking in the park. The park has birds whistling and flying. However, Sora accidentally falls into a lake, along with Cynthia, and gets drowned. Allison saves them and takes to their house. At Allison's house, Sora realized her pants is missing, along with Cynthia. They explained to Allison and Diane and said, Allison, something is wrong. My pants is missing, said Sora. Someone stole my pants too, said Cynthia. We have to find it, said Allison. Allison and her friends go to find Sora and Cynthia's pants. They see 3 bullies in bikes go to an abandoned sawmill. Allison realizes the bullies stole Sora's pants and talked to her friends and said, These bullies looked malicious. Where are they going? To an abandoned sawmill? Said Allison.
I think they have Sora and Cynthia's pants, said Diane.
The girls go to the sawmill. The place looked creepy and scary. They see the bullies on the third floor of the sawmill and goes to the top. However, they confront the bullies, who have Sora and Cynthia's pants, decides to battle with them. They start slapping, punching, and hitting at the bullies, and finally putting on a bucket on their heads. Sora and Cynthia finds their pants and put them on, much to their delight.
Well, I'm glad it had a happy ending. Very short but sweet fanfiction, I must admit.
But anyway, we have one more fanfiction for you tonight. This one is a Naruto Digimon crossover. And this one is titled Advanced Zero X Naruto, a Digi Adventure. The Digimon world, but Naruto style. What would it be like if Naruto and his friends had Digimon? Well, here you go. Chapter 1. Digi what? Disclaimer. I don't own Naruto or Digimon. The sun raises over Konoha City. We now go to a huge apartment complex where the Namikaze family lives. The residents of said family are Minato Namikaze, Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze, Moege Namikaze. I'm sure they're not related, but I needed someone for Kari, and the final one, Naruto Namikaze. Naruto Namikaze is a Digi-destined of courage. He is 14 years old, and wears black cargo pants, a blue shirt with a nine-tailed fox. His blonde hair was like his father's, so he wore goggles. Like Ty, I had the same pair fanboy moment. His face was like Dad's, except his eye shap which was his mother's, and 3 whisker scares on his face he got when he had an accident while playing soccer. Right now, he was in his room playing his Xbox 360 while listening to it Let's Kick It Up by Paul Gordon. I don't own that, by the way. Naruto Nissan, Mama wants you, yelled his 8-year-old sister. He sighed and paused the game and went to his mom. You wanted me, Mom? He said, wanting to go back to what he was doing now. Don't get him wrong, he loves his mother, but as any teenage boy from 13 to 18, he just wants to have some space. If you're 13 or up and you're a boy, you know what I mean. Yes, your dad got called to work and I need you to go to the store and pick some food. Can you watch your sister for me? I'll give you $10, please, Foxy-chan. Kushina said. She was about 5'7" with red hair that had reached down her back. She had crimson eyes and she started calling Naruto Foxy-chan after he got his scares. Mama, you know you don't have to bribe me with Moni, and I'm okay with watching Moa-chan, Naruto said, smiling to his mother. She then left. He heard the phone. He answered it, only to be his friend Shikamaru. He was the Digi-destined of Nolig. Hi, my pineapple-haired friend. How are you? Naruto, you're so troublesome. Oh well, you'll see the other DD are trying to find a place to meet. You guys can come to my place. My dad is at work and my mom is shopping, so call the others. Thank you, Naruto. I'll tell everyone. Just get ready and get Agumon. I've called Janai, and he said he could get our Digimon to the real world. Oh, so cool. I'll do that. Bye, Shika. Bye. Naruto then called Geni, and got Agumon, which was an orange lizard, and Gatomon, which was a blue and white cat with a gold earring on her tail. It's good to see you, Agumon. We have to get ready. The others will be here soon. Fin. Alright, my first Naruto Digimon next chapter the DDs talk and something happens, so stay tuned. Me. Well, I'm beat. What am I gonna do in the next chapter, says Naruto. Truth be told, I don't know. What? Well, that's all the time we have. Bye! Chapter 2. That spider doesn't have a green card. Disclaimer. I do not own Naruto or Digimon. I wish I did, though. We see Naruto at his dad's computer desk. He then suddenly realized something's the only one that could come was Shikamaru, which he was certain of, or Choji. Author's note. I'm making Choji like Joe in this. Sasuke and his little brother Yuki. Author's note. I need someone for DK. were at their grandmother's and Ino was in Hawaii. Author's note, have you caught on yet? Hinata was still mad at him for something he didn't mean. He looked at his computer then to Agumon, who was sleeping, then back to the computer. Maybe I'll send her an email saying I'm sorry, Naruto said to himself. Moegi then came in to tell her brother she was leaving with her friend's mom to go to a birthday party. She looked at her brother to see him typing.
What are you writing, Naruto? She said, scaring him. He turned around and put his hand on the screen and he said, It's just an email joke. She then went around the computer while her brother was trying to get away from. She took the mouse and clicked the sender and said, If you want to send an email, you go over this click. This click. Naruto just had a shocked face and said, I wasn't gonna send that letter. Then why did you write it, Naru? I'll just go to your party. Moegi just pouted by the door and said, Okay. After she was gone, Naruto looked her at the screen and it said, Unable to deliver. He stared for a second, then said, Unable to deliver? I can't believe this. You tried to say to a girl you're sorry and whoa! While he was saying this, he was ricking back and forth in his chair to have it fail. He then hears the door ring. He opened it to be his mother, who was lugging a bunch of food. He then helped put the stuff away. He looked in the newly stockered fridge and said, Mom, can you make a cake? I mean, Emoto is having cake. She just smiled at him and said, Sure, Foxy-chan. Get out the milk, eggs, and butter, I'll get the rest. She giggled when he ground at the name she called him. The door rung and he hoped it was Shikamaru. He opened the door to see... Yes, it was Shikamaru. He was wearing green pants, a sleeveless grey shirt with a green jacket with his computer at his side. He was panting like his friend found something out. Then he said, the egg has already hatched. Naruto slowly looked at the egg in his hand. Shikamaru then said, Not that egg. Naruto shot his head back at Shikamaru. He then continued to did. A Digi-egg. They then went to Naruto's room. Shikamaru opened his computer to show a Type F Digimon. When Naruto looked at this, he said, It looks like a cross between a jellyfish and bubblegum. Shikamaru just shook his head and stared at Naruto. What? Naruto said. You know, I wonder how you're the leader of our team, Shikamaru said. We're not exactly a team anymore, Shika, Naruto grumbled. They then heard a ping sound. They looked at the Digimon and saw a Digivolve a message, then poked up and it said, I'm hungry. Naruto just stared and then said, What does it want from me to do? Order a pizza? No, but I think it's having a meal now, Shikamaru said as they watched it started eating data. Then at a random supermarket, a guy was buying chocolate. When they were ringing it up, the female clerk said, That will be 1,001,000. Huh? She then taped the screen. Wow, that must have some really good chocolate paper or plastic. The guy just froze up. We have to stop that thing soon. It will eat anything. But I need a better internet connection to get our Digimon there, Shikamaru said while sighing. We can use my dad's computer. He's at work. Naruto said, rushing to the computer. Shikamaru just followed him while they were going there. The Digimon digivolved. Agumon, wake up. You're going into the net. Naruto then sucked Agumon to his Digivice. Author's note, like they do in Digimon Data Squad. He then put Agumon up to the computer and put him in. Tentomon, Shikamaru's partner, was right next to him when they got into the net. It was white with rainbow-colored gears. So this is the internet. Needs new wallpaper, Agumon said. You guys have to sneak up on him quietly, Shikamaru. Super shocker! Tentomon yelled. That's quality pepper breath, he said as he fired a fireball. The Digimon then digivolved. Kiramon Shinka, Infamon! Infamon looked like a robotic red and silver spider. He digivolved, said a shocked Shikamaru. Then we'll have to digivolve too, said Naruto as he took his googles that were around his neck and put them on his head. Let's go, guys, Naruto shouted. Agumon, Shinka! Greymon. Greymon looked like a dinosaur. His colors were orange and blue stripes near his pecs with a black helmet that vovered his head and horns. Tentomon, Shinka, Kabuterimon. Kabuterimon looked like a giant beetle with a stinger on his bum, and he had 4 arms. He was blue and silver color. Nova Blast and Tento Shocker. Author's note, I forgot what Kabuterimon's attack was heard out of the new champions. Infamon just started flying at them, and the attackies just bounced off of him. He then opened his mouth and a tiny cannon appeared. My turn. Spider Shooter. He shooted at the champions, and it did massive damage to them. Skikamaru realized, guys, he bypassed the champion level. You guys gotta digivolve again.
Alright, then let's do this. Naruto then said he saw their crests go through some type of cloud. Then both Digimon started to evolve once more. Infamon saw this and said, "Not so fast." He then blasted them by reverted to their rookie forms, and then Infamon left Naruto, looked at Agumon and said, "Agumon, you okay?" Agumon replied in saying, "Don't take me out, coach." Shikamaru asked was also talking to his Digimon.
"Tentomon, you alright?"
All he ate was,
"One question. Who's Digimon?"
Naruto was now mad.
"How could they lose?"
"It's alright, they just need rest."
"But there's a problem. The US just got their computers hacked,"
Shikamaru said. "But he doesn't even have a green card." "Well, there you go. Hoped you liked it. I did this to start off my story. Don't treat my next chappie will be tomorrow, so stay tuned." Well, I'm getting a feeling that this was just basically a duplicate of the Digimon movie. That's what my perusal seemed to be. But anyway. Well, that brings the conclusion to tonight. Thank you all for tuning in, everybody. This was short and sweet, some nice fan fictions out there, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope you all enjoyed being here. And I take it that the chat has been bonding very nicely. And I hope everyone's playing nice. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in, and be sure to catch the next episode of Bad Fanfiction Theater on Wednesday. This next episode is a Sonic and Fairy Tail crossover. Or I say fairy tale, it has something to do with fairies. But anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I shall see you on the next Bad Fanfiction Theater. Toodle pip!